Hello, let me tell you a little about the Horoscope of Israel. Fortunately, the time of its origin is known quite accurately, so we can make a complete forecast. This is roughly what this horoscope looks like. Most astrologers place the ascendant at the very beginning of the sign of Scorpio. I got about the second degree of Scorpio. There is an assumption that the ascendant can also be in Libra. However, the character of this country and the events that happen to it look clearly not like Venus in Cancer in the 9th house, but still more consistent with Mars in Leo in the 10th house. So, I will only be interested in the directorates for the near future. From this point on, from 2025 until 2040 to 42, I will look at the main directions. I didn't choose these years by chance. They are striking. Now, I'll show you why. This is the horoscope of Israel inside the circle, and outside the R-direction planets, which point to the current time, June 2025. We see that the Sun, directions, has come quite close to Pluto, which is in the 10th house, as well as Mercury, which is at 28 degrees, already very close to Mars, which is located at 29 degrees Leo. These two main directions will be the most important for this country at the moment. According to my calculations, this whole combination will be activated in the spring of 2026. Well, I assume that around the vernal equinox, around March 21st, 2026, these processes will start. What is this process? The conjunction of directional Mercury and Mars, given that Mercury rules our 8th, 11th house, and all this happens in our 10th house. This can indicate spending, a large waste of resources, spending money, spending on weapons, possibly on military action. It's 2026. There may be some claims, disagreements, conflicts within the country that concern the budget, the distribution of financial resources within the country. The direction of the Sun of Pluto, one might say, will also begin to turn on in 2026. Thus, the directional Sun will pass between two malefic planets, Pluto and Saturn. Thus, this entire period of time from 2026 to 2032 can be called a period of difficult trials, a period of changes in the government. The likelihood of military conflicts increases, since we are dealing with the energies of the sign of Leo, Pluto, Saturn there. Since these planets interact in the 10th house, the events may concern primarily the authorities. There may be not only government resignations, but also violent incidents that may affect the top management of this country. This may also indicate people's dissatisfaction with their government. And all this will escalate, I remind you, from 2026 to 2032. Fortunately for most people, the Moon Directorate has no such. There are no obvious negative aspects at this time. Therefore, I think that the problems will still affect a limited number of people in this country. The conjunction of the Sun with Pluto can also indicate a desire for some kind of super tasks, manifestation of cruelty, manifestation of violence. Closer to 2030, the direction of the Sun and Saturn may indicate trials against senior officials of the State of Israel. In any case, being in this country from 2026 to the year 2032 has its risks. This can be used as a tip for tourists who will visit this popular tourist country. If we scroll the directions forward a little, we will see that these negative directions of the Sun will begin to disappear approximately in 2032 to 33 and will begin to weaken noticeably. In 2034 to 36, according to my calculations, the Moon in the horoscope of Israel will definitely reach the ascendant of this country. This is a favorable indication for the state of the people, the mood of the people, on the probable rise in the economy, precisely starting from 2034 to 2036. Well, I would like to finish the forecast on a favorable note. Around 2040 to 2042, the directional sun will begin to form a favorable aspect to Jupiter, the trine aspect. This will be a favorable time for the reputation of the State of Israel, for its inclusion in various international unions, for increasing trust in the government, for great success in the economy, in sports, and in the well-being of the population. As we can see, the forecast for Israel looks, in my opinion, quite simple. In 2026, in 2032 to 2032 is a tense period of time. The likelihood of problems for the government, the likelihood of military action, sabotage, and similar events, the likelihood of trials against the highest officials of this country. In 2004 to 2006, the situation improved noticeably. People get more opportunities, more freedom. The economy is on the rise. And finally, closer to 2040 to 2042, favorable planetary directions will create the best conditions for the development of Israel. Best wishes. Goodbye.